pot of spaghetti out of the refrigerator and using the really huge utensil, taking big scoops out of the pot onto your plate, where your dad said, "I think that's enough, Amber." That's my first memory of you.
Hello. It's ready. 534.6 pounds.
Ooh. So I have this weird thing where I have to mop with my pants off. If you're ready to bring me the coffee ice cream instantly. My mom's mental health has been like in a
Like, this is supposed to be Vlogmas, but I feel like it's like I have to prove everyone wrong, miss.
I am single. I, AmberlynnReid, am not dating Emily. I am single. That's not a lie.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is lovely to have you here. Well, I was planning on continuing our wifey era retro reactions, but then yesterday I believe Amber posted on her community tab that she'll be back tomorrow, and sure enough, she went live a couple hours ago. So we do have a very short live stream to take a look at. I think it was 28 minutes or so, and she talks very slowly, so I will be speeding her up just a little bit. But yeah, let's get right into it.
Okay. Oh my god, fruit fly. Is anyone here type deal? If I have any members left. Hi guys. Nikki, welcome to Stream Queens. Hi. Oh my god. I am back type deal. Oh, thank you, Anxious. That's super sweet. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Did I lose a lot of members? I don't know. I wasn't looking, so maybe. Where have I been? I don't know. I needed a break, y'all. Evie, hello. Nervous? Not me.
Obviously, the main reason that Amber takes these breaks is not because she feels like she needs to protect her peace, but because she makes so much money during these live streams that there's really no incentive to work harder than she needs to sustain her lifestyle. But also, I think that she's employing the Jeffree Star method of controversy, where when things are happening, such as her whole crash out with Emily and deleting her live streams, I think that she believes, okay, the best course of action is to just kind of dip out until enough time has passed that people aren't exclusively talking about it, but people are still going to be badgering her about the situation with Emily. I think it still makes Amber feel better for time to pass in between because, truth be told, at least in the case of more casual haters, they'll get bored and take their attention elsewhere.
Hello, Burp. Welcome. Yeah, I just need another break. I have to continue choosing sanity, I think, you know. Amy, hello. Welcome. Filter type deal? No, there's no filter. This is literally just me. Okay, wait. Thank you. I've been trying to do my makeup a little different. No filter. I'm literally just on here from my phone. Here, there is a filter button. Hold on. Filtered now. That's filtered. That looks weird. I don't like that. And then to take it off, now it's off.
Is it just me or did that make absolutely no difference at all? Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to replay that and zoom in and let's see if we can actually detect a difference because that looked exactly the same to me.
No filter. I'm literally just on here from my phone. Here, there is a filter button. Hold on. Filtered now. That's filtered. That looks weird. I don't like that. And then to take it off, now it's off.
Okay, so basically it just got rid of some of the texture on her skin. It honestly didn't do, it didn't do very much. Also, it's funny how the other day well, not even just the other day, but basically every live stream where she needs to do something technological, she pretends that she doesn't know how to do it or she genuinely doesn't know. But the second somebody's like, are you wearing a filter? She immediately knows how to turn that off and on. Interesting.
Your blush is pretty. Thank you. New iPhone? No. Same iPhone I've had. Wow, you guys are giving me I don't know. I'm gonna turn into a narcissist in a minute. I swear on everything I love, I'm not using a filter. How do I prove that I'm not? Wait, I feel so flattered. Stop. You guys are genuinely making me feel so good. Aw, thanks. So that means keep the makeup look. Keep the makeup look. Kennedy, welcome. I'm a Pantene ad. We're just happy to see you. I'm happy to see you guys. Hello, I am back. November's coming, and then December, like, excuse me? Dry shampoo. Oh my god, no, I haven't used dry shampoo in a very long time. But my hair is 2 days old. 2 days old. Yeah, I am gonna do Vlogmas. What do I want for Christmas? Just like peace. Peace, love, and happiness.
Unfortunately, Amber's version of peace, love, and happiness is an Uber Eats gift card.
But yeah. As a former hater, I see how much you struggle with BPD and it's so real. I'm a fan now. It is real. It is real. See, dry shampoo, I just don't like what it does to my hair. It like leaves white residue and it gives me more dandruff. So I stopped taking it. Like I stopped taking it. I stopped using it literally probably a year ago. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Elise, welcome. Hello. Oh my god, so many members. Where's Romeo? He's sleeping next to Wasabi. Yeah, I am creating my own piece. 2 reaction channels got canceled during your break. Oh no.
Alright, y'all, for the sake of journalism, I'm going to go over the recent events in Girl World, even though everybody's pretty much seen this. You might be watching this in the far future or just be new, and I don't think Amber goes into any detail at all. We're gonna start with Rachel. Okay, I've thrown up her novel of text. This isn't even all of it. I'm gonna try to separate it so that it's easy to read, but basically, we all know Rachel has been getting the inside scoop with Emily. They've been collabing behind the scenes, and apparently for one of the upcoming videos that Rachel wanted to make about the financial dynamic between Emily and Amber, in an effort to secure that information and continue to build rapport with Emily, Rachel decided to offer to split the revenue for that upcoming video. Emily accepted the deal and would go on to shortly thereafter ask if they could just split the AdSense on the video that was already posted, the video in which Emily gives a voice note. Rachel agreed because it didn't really make any difference either way, but then Amber went and deleted all of those crash out live streams where she spoke badly about Emily, and she made the public statement. I'll throw it up on the screen. And Rachel felt as if they must be talking, which I also think that they are again, but she regretted offering Emily the money, and so she backed out of the deal. Now, Emily had already given consent for the voice note, but she decided to use that as leverage, saying either you pay me half of the AdSense for the video or you take it down. Rachel chose to private it for a short time. It's up again now, and she put up the community post to tell everybody what's going on, how she felt about the situation, and to give us an idea of what was happening behind the scenes. As a drama community has the tendency to do, people really did come for Rachel. They're still talking about it. They're upset with Rachel. A lot of people are really disappointed in her. People are talking about how reaction channels are getting very greedy. The general consensus is that people do not like the idea of Emily being paid for her information. Now I'm gonna get into my opinion. I'm similar to what Jordy said in his live stream, that being that it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. Guys, are you serious right now? Listen, I don't think it's a good thing for Emily to be paid for her information or to be even paid for the BPD meltdown leg video. But I also think that in journalism, this is kind of like tabloid journalism in my mind. In journalism, sometimes people are paid for their stories, and that's not disclosed necessarily to the readers or to the watchers. In this weird kind of scenario that we have here, we were made privy to it. I agree that considering the person that Emily is and the things that she's done, she definitely shouldn't be paid, even if it meant we get the infamous video. But at the same time, I understand why Rachel was trying to establish a cordial relationship relationship with Emily so she could continue getting information. People have been dogging Rachel. You're not being rough on her enough. You're not being hard on Emily. It's very obvious that Rachel does not like Emily, but she's playing a game. She's playing nice with her so she can get more information. I mean, now she's not, obviously, because that bridge has been burned. But it is so ridiculous to me that people were dogging on Rachel for this when it's like, shut up. You're going to blow her cover. She's clearly trying to get Emily to say as much as possible while the iron is hot. All in all, considering Rachel made a community post, exposed everything that happened, and apologized, took accountability, I really just don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think she's canceled. Discussing ethics and being aware of how this information is obtained is important, and I think talking about it is important. But also, there's a time and a place and a situation for outrage, and this just wasn't it. As a quick aside, part of Rachel's community post included this screenshot that Emily provided her, I guess, as part of her apology. While they were fighting, Amber sends Emily $1 saying, please answer. Okay, moving on to the Hecticana situation. This one's going to be a lot quicker, I promise. So I don't have the screenshot of the original video's thumbnail. Actually, when it popped up on my timeline and I saw what it was about, I put down that I'm not interested to not show me that video because I knew if I watched it, I was going to be upset. And as I suspected, Hecticana's take on the situation was not received the best by the community. So if you're not aware, the video that Hecticana posted was regarding the DoorDash essay girl on TikTok. If you haven't heard about that situation, I'm going to throw up the woman in question's TikTok profile. If it's still up, she might be taken down by the time somebody sees this because she's gotten 2 strikes already. The whole situation is very nuanced, crazy, and I don't know the word. If you're like me, then it's just bad for your mental health because it just makes you hate men and it makes you very disappointed in society. But I will give a brief summary of what the situation entails. Keep in mind that new information may always come out. My stance could change. I'm just operating on the information that was available to me at the time. This woman was a DoorDasher and she went to deliver an order to a man, and when she showed up, the front door was wide open and the man was indecently exposed on his couch in plain view of where she was instructed to, quote unquote, leave the food at the door. So front door wide open, man on the couch, in plain view, asleep, but indecently exposed to any passerbys. The woman takes out her phone, films it, and posts the video on TikTok while also reporting the man to DoorDash. Obviously, if someone indecently exposes themselves to you, I'm not sure what you would call it. She's gone with the term SA, which I think is the main point of contention between people. But also, I'm just here to tell you that as I was researching this, it continued to make me upset because people do not give women the benefit of the doubt. Nothing new. That's not news, but that's kind of why this whole thing is icky and not fun to read about, because whether or not you think that the woman is in the wrong for pulling out her phone and recording, I think that that's an element of the situation, but I don't think that's what we should be focusing on. I think that men in general are obviously not in tune with a woman's plight, but I think that people in general are not aware of the extent and the strange things men will do in order to, like this, expose themselves. It doesn't matter that he was asleep. Him having the knowledge that that even occurred could be a point of gratification for him. Men will bump into you on the street just to brush against you. That's kind of what we're dealing with here, in my opinion anyway. A lot of people think that she opened the door more. In the original video, I was able to find the door was already wide open. And I mean wide open as in somebody left it very, very open as it could go. There have been people kind of editing the original video, cropping it to make it look like she opened the door. People are saying she went inside his house and then whipped out her phone, filming this man, and they're saying that he's actually the victim. In my opinion, based on everything I've seen, she's absolutely the victim, and it's crazy to me that she has been fired from DoorDash and her TikToks have been striked. Her TikTok account has been striked twice in the most recent video update she posted. And again, disappointing, maybe not surprising because of the society we live in, but that's just how I feel about the situation. I was only somewhat aware of how this story unfolded when I saw Hecticana's video pop up on my feed, and I already knew, oh, he's gonna have a horrible take. I just knew it. I knew it instinctually, and I thought, I'm not gonna put myself through that. I'm just gonna say I'm not interested in watching the video. And lo and behold, the community, they pulled through. Again, I didn't see Hecticana's video firsthand, but I have an idea of what his opinion was about the situation, and I think it probably reflects what most people on TikTok are saying about her. I mean, this woman has become a meme because she had one TikTok where she was very emotional, very frustrated, and she's screaming, I am the victim here. I am the victim. And yes, it does give off Karen energy if you watch it out of context, but this woman was flashed and she's being blamed for it, and she was fired. So I would also probably be screaming my head off if this was happening to me. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox, but we're here about Amber. Anyways, I've put up some of the comments that people left under Hecticana's community post. You can see that the general consensus is Hecticana is a POS for his take. Also, the comments that I picked were the ones with a lot of likes, because I feel like if they have a lot of likes, they kind of reflect how the community feels, so you can see for yourself and pause the video. At the end of the day, I don't personally hold anything against Hecticana, of course, but I feel like it says a lot that I instinctively knew exactly what his take was going to be. I do enjoy his content, but there's a reason why I skipped out on that video.
Is this the we're back together makeup look? No. I am single as a Pringle. Oh my god, Pringles sound good. Stop. Super hyped for Vlogmas. Any plans for specific vlogs? No, I'm literally okay, this is my trailer for Vlogmas, okay? Hi guys. I'm over 500 pounds. I live for myself. I have 3 fur babies that I love more than I even love myself. I leave the house once a week, besides to walk my dog multiple times a day. So, trailer is Vlogmas is actually going to be boring, miss. But you know what? Let's hop along and do the damn thing. Oh my god. Boringness is coming. I'm just saying.
Honestly, I don't think you even needed to clarify, Amber. I think we're all well aware that you're not going to put in any effort.
Why do you say your back is your butt? What? Single as a Pringle is just a saying. I don't know. Rachel and Hecticana are canceled. Oh. I don't really care. I don't really fucking care. That's my new song. That's my new jingle. So, yeah. I will say one thing I'm doing for Vlogmas. I'm only going to give one hint. I'm collabing with another YouTuber.
Let me guess. Pink Sparkles?
Can you try acting like you're almost 40? Girl, I'm barely 35. I will act as young as my brain feels. I would much rather act like this than act old. So, JB, I don't know and don't care. Is it Chantel? You'll never know. Keeping your youth is invaluable. Keeping your youth is invaluable. Oof, I disagree. It's so valuable because the minute I start to feel old, I'm going to act old, and I just feel like that's going to affect my mental health because I'm not being true to myself. It's valuable to be true to yourself, and if you have age regression due to trauma, fuck it. As long as you take care of your responsibilities, that's all that matters.
She's fully convinced that she's a responsible, mature adult in the sense that she's independent, and she literally can't go anywhere without someone else driving her around.
Nick Jonas diabetes. What does that mean? Invaluable means valuable? Oh. That feels weird to me. That feels so weird. Invaluable feels so like it means... Oh, unvaluable is probably the word. Okay, sorry. What am I going to be for Halloween? So that's a secret. So I have like a whole costume idea type deal, type stitch. But my thing is like, do I actually want to dress up? So we'll see. We'll see. Which it makes no sense if I don't. Like, I might as well just live stream. Be like, all right, here we are, folks. I have been a foster parent over 11 years, and you definitely show signs of reactive attachment disorder, very common in youth who grew up in foster care. First of all, thank you for being a foster parent. Like, Brianna, thank you for the super chat. Unvaluable is not a word. Okay. Yeah, I grew up in foster care for more than half of my childhood, so you know how that goes. You know how that goes, really. Nope, it's not a Willy Wonka character. My throat burns. My throat is burning. Drink some Diet Coke. London, don't crash out. Oh no, I'm not rocking. It's my desk chair. I like to I don't know, I'm a very fidgety person. So I'm just very fidgety. Can you do a makeup tutorial? I miss watching those. Maybe, yeah, for Vlogmas I can show little makeup type deals. Were you crying? No. What are you drinking? Diet Coke. What desk chair? I need a new one. I don't know, it's one off of Amazon. Hi, baby. It's off of the Amazons. You're starting to talk like Alexis again. Me and Alexis don't talk like that. So, I haven't talked to Alexis on the phone since probably when I was in Wisconsin. So a year.
Wow, her and Alexis are both a couple of trolls. I mean, obviously, but that's exactly the way that Alexis worded it when Jordy recently asked her on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. He DM'd her and he asked if she was friends with Amberlynn again, and she said very cryptically that they haven't spoken on the phone in X amount of time. And it's like, why did you clarify that it was on the phone? And also, she was texting Alexis on her MacBook in multiple past live streams. So why is she making it out to be that they're not friends again? We don't care. Honestly, as you can see, there are still people in the chat talking about Rarity. We don't care if you're friends with Alexis. Y'all are made for each other.
Remember when you got struck by lightning? Stop! You guys will never believe this. How did you? But yes, kind of. My apartment complex, because we don't have storms anymore, at all, right? Oklahoma just decided not to have any storms for some reason. And then all of a sudden, a storm comes out of literal nowhere. And it was chaotic. It was so fast, but it was chaotic. Lightning struck my apartment and I lost internet. Now, there's stuff happening within the complex because of it. It was terrifying. From Romeo, he likes to play. My new ones are these little tiny ones because he was playing with my hand. So as long as I don't pick them, they'll be gone. But the thing is, I pick due to excoriation and dermaticomania. I don't know how to say that word very well. So tell the lightning story. It's so simple. So this happened in my early 20s. I was on my laptop with headphones that plugged into the laptop, but my laptop was dying, so my laptop was plugged into the wall, and then lightning struck right there and hit the house. So I got zapped. I say I'm struck by lightning, but that's not really what happened, but it went through the charger for my laptop into the headphones that were attached to the wire, and it zapped my ears, and it was terrifying. It was very scary. You literally have nothing to talk about. Wow, I feel like this whole time I've been talking, but I don't know. Another lie. No, I actually was vlogging back when it happened. And my girlfriend at the time, she ended up calling her dad, and there was an ongoing quote that we say from that. He literally was like, well, is she toasted? Or something like that. Is she burnt or something? It was literally so funny, but this is probably 12 years ago.
Is she saying that she was vlogging while it happened? Because I have definitely never heard of this story.
Binky, they just question. I mean, am I smoking? Am I high? Is probably the most common question per every single live stream. I have a question. If it makes you wet when people... What? Someone said, if it makes you wet when people call you fat. Bitch, where? Where? If you're talking about my TikTok... My TikTok is very much giving sarcasm, as in, you cannot think that calling me fat, this day and age, is gonna make me feel bad about myself. Fat people are beautiful. Fat is beautiful. Fat is simply a thing. And if people want to sit here and say, well, fat is unhealthy and unhealthy is ugly, well, then next time you see the most beautifulest girl in the world smoking a cigarette, you can say the same thing. Doctors, heart doctors, cardiovascular doctors, they are, what's the word? Questioned. What is one thing that you would never do? They always say smoking, smoking cigarettes and stuff. So I'm just saying, fat doesn't mean ugly, point blank period. And I will never ever believe that. So when I made that TikTok, it was very much about body positivity, and I've always been about body positivity, always. People get it confused because I'm not health at every size. That I do not believe. But yeah, that's just how I feel. And I don't know,
No matter what Amber says, I think if she had the option to just wave a magic wand and be skinny, she would. But I do think that she has come to understand that, in a way, at least from her point of view, being her size is kind of like a indicator of privilege, of luxury. Like, it shows that she can afford to eat a lot and that she has people around her like Mama Lynn that enable her. People that kind of wait and dote on her. They drive her around, they bring up her groceries. I think that, if anything, she finds beauty in that because of her narcissism.
Someone's like, when are you going to entertain us? Is that why almost 2,000 people are watching? Stop. Stop. I mean, some would consider it a thirst trap, not me. Not me. Am I gonna address anything? Like what? Like what? Just because someone's like lip syncing to a song and they like look pretty doing it and they look confident doesn't mean it's a thirst trap. If you think it's a thirst trap, that means you must think I look good doing it. That's just the way that I feel. I mean, for real, if I was boring, there wouldn't be that many people watching. That's just like the way I feel. No crash out. Just a girl being a girl. Just girly things. Do you think you'd ever want to learn how to fly a plane? No, because I'm afraid of heights. The pauses are because I'm reading the chat. Girls just want to play Legos. Oh my god, yes. Your makeup is too pretty to cry in anyways. Oh my god, that was charming. That was so charming. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not rocking, I'm fidgeting. Rocking is when I do this. Can you guys tell a difference? That's rocking. And then this is me swaying my legs. I don't know, maybe you can't tell a difference. Thanksgiving plans is to spend it with my family. My dream job was actually always, like, for the last, like, I don't know, 16 years, I wanted to be a YouTuber. Yeah. And then it happened. Like, what? Can you do a spin in the chair? Yeah, I do it all the time. Face card lethal. Stop. Imagine if I was like, okay, to me, the perfect body type is like goddess, the goddess body. You know, they're overweight, but like they have curves in like all the right places. Like that's what I want. I never want to be skinny. That is not a goal for me. Never has been, ever. I like the look of being curvy. So can you just imagine how, like, my makeup would look even, oh, I don't even know. I don't want to say the wrong thing because I just said body positivity, but you're your own worst enemy 100%. But, I don't know. Why is everyone, you have the goddess body? No, I don't. Why does everyone, like, everyone's their own worst enemy? Like, you want to love yourself and sometimes you do, but like, you're your own worst critique. Like, why is that? You'll never be skinny, Amber, let that sink in. That's a good thing. I don't want to be. Have you considered doing makeup tutorials? I've done some, like in vlogs. Imagine if you loved yourself enough to take your mental health seriously. Oh my god, I do. My mental health, ever since I took Zoloft, like, I'm gonna stand a million toes down that Zoloft has absolutely changed my life. This is gonna be trigger warning. This is gonna be TMI. This is gonna be all of it. And I've talked about this before. I was absolutely about 6 months ago. Every single day, I was done. And it was so fucking dark and I had to constantly put on a face, but behind the scenes, I was crying 24/7. I did not want to be here anymore. And it was when I was at bingo with my mom, which I've talked about this. I was at bingo with my mom and I randomly just started bawling and I went outside. My mom followed me and she just hugged me and she was like, what's wrong? And I told her, I want to. And it was that moment. And then I saw my doctor a few days later and all he asked me was, how are you? And I started bawling and my chest felt heavy and I had like a full-fledged panic attack, a breakdown just because my doctor said, how are you? And I was so tired of every day waking up feeling like so lonely. Like the loneliness that I felt was like, it was unmatched. Like I could be in a room full of 1,000 people and still be like so beyond lonely. And then, so that's why finally I was like, I don't care that I'm afraid of medicine. I do other things that like hurt my body. So why am I so afraid of something that could like genuinely save my life? Because I felt like, and once the Zoloft started working, I started feeling like the positive effects from it around like, surprisingly, because it usually takes 5 to 6 weeks, I started feeling something around like week 4. And then now that I've been on it for months now, I don't miss a single time. I have that alarm set. I take it every single day on point. I do not feel that feeling anymore. And it's crazy because like I have been going through a lot. I have been. It's very apparent. And it's not even, it's like things that are public, but then there's like things that obviously aren't public either. And not once did I ever look at life and say, I want it to end because I love life. So this is my like, don't be afraid of medicine. Sometimes you need it type deal, you know? So I'm crying actually happy tears. So hi. I'm crying happy tears because I am so thankful. It feels really good.
Obviously, this is a serious topic, but that is not going to stop me from being brutally honest. Yeah, I'm not buying that whatsoever. I think that Amber has the capacity to be self-destructive. I think that she punishes herself with, I mean, look at her. Look at what she does to herself. She definitely is self-destructive, but do I think she would ever self-delete? No. Absolutely not. This is simply to me just another play at pity to distract from the real issues like the DV allegations and what happened to poor Rarity.
Stop treating us like you're a therapist. No, this channel is about my life, and sometimes that includes opening up about feelings and emotions and sharing what's going on within your soul, your heart, your mind, your body, your spirit. Me telling you guys about that is no different than me telling you guys, oh, I had COVID 6 months ago, you know, and people should be allowed to speak up about mental health. People only care once it gets like too bad. People only care when someone's gone. And that's just sad. People should be able to talk about it whenever they want, wherever they want, and feel free to do that. I appreciate you being so open about your struggles with your mental health, and I'm so happy you're doing better. Also, you're so gorgeous. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. Wow, it feels good to like happy cry, you know? Like, it just feels really good. So yeah, my update, you guys, is I have been healthily taking a break, and I'm just so at peace with life right now, and I'm happy, and like things that don't make me feel good, you know, sometimes it takes a million tries over and over and over, but things that don't make me feel good, like you just have to say bye to those. And I think that's why you guys have been seeing so many breaks from me lately, because YouTube doesn't always make me feel good at all. But with strength and determination and all the love and support I get from so many of you, like that keeps me going, genuinely. And I love you guys so much for that, like from the bottom of my heart, truly. Y'all, she's happy. No, I'm single. Yeah, GLP-1s will work, but if you have a history of gallstones or pancreas problems, it's not the greatest idea to be on them. I have been told by a few doctors, no, you cannot take these because of that, which sucks because I literally love being on semaglutide, Ozempic, like whatever the fuck they were calling it at the time, you know? Whatever I was putting into my body, I loved it. Like, I didn't have food noise. I didn't think about food, like, because there's such like a big misconception. Like, yeah, I love food, but I also hate it at the same time. So it's nice, like, when you're on like semaglutide and such, it just feels freeing not to rely on it so much. It's pretty great. How do you feel about people saying you stopped because you didn't have a coping mechanism without the food noise? Oh no, I never stopped because of that, because that to me was such a freeing and like blissful, euphoric feeling. Just, I don't know, being on semaglutide and Ozempic, like I was lighter on my feet because I wasn't as swollen. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I have lipedema all over my body. Obviously, I only have lymphedema in my legs. And when I eat less, I lose that swelling all over my body. So it makes breathing better. It makes talking better. It makes just moving better. It makes walking better. It makes everyday things just better and easier. And it just feels so good. And I would de-swell a lot while on semaglutide and Ozempic because I wasn't eating as much. But I've heard a lot of people with lipedema and lymphedema say the same thing. So that could be like the reason. But like there are a lot of people who have lipedema and lymphedema that are saying like Ozempic and like semaglutide and things like that are helping them. So like, I want to be on it so bad. Like, you have no idea. Ugh.
So for whatever reason, Amber just decided to invent her own question to answer there, because that person was basically saying what I go on about when I talk about out eating the Ozempic or out eating the diet pills without food noise. It makes no difference whether or not she overeats because she needs something to cope. Food is her coping mechanism, so she will literally out eat medication because she isn't doing the actual mental work that you need to do in therapy. But she just completely either misunderstands or ignores what the person was actually asking.
You don't even have that diagnosis. Yeah, actually in 2023, I saw a lymphedema specialist. I went with my ex at the time and showed us both how to do like the lymphatic massages, etc., and they're so painful. Stu said, there has to be something else to talk about, girly. Oh my god, I've talked about so many topics. So many topics. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go. I just wanted to give you guys a little update, and I'll see you guys in my next live stream. Bye.
Wow, that wasn't abrupt at all. Jeez, Amber. She just decided to dip out, I guess. Her DoorDash must have arrived. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. I love when you guys leave me comments. Like the video if you enjoyed it and want to see more, and subscribe to the channel. It fills my heart with joy and it makes me feel like my hard work has paid off. Anyways, I hope to see you in the next reaction video. Bye, guys.